tell me it was 610 brake?
610 brake.
Yeah. See how it feels. Cheers, man. What a day. Here we are, stood around the corner from one of the most beautiful automotive manufacturers, and it is safe to say that all of their creativity remains inside the building. There is a 599 GTO out the front, so we are onto something. Let's head in and see if we can get inside, because at the moment we've got no plans, no contact at Pagani, so we're going to see what we can do.
I'm still in frame.
The best way I can describe entering Pagani is the equivalent of leaving France and entering Monaco, or leaving Italy and entering France, because here we're in Italy, and the moment you cross over that line there, which is obviously the boundary of the Pagani factory, you get this beautiful cobbled pavement. Yes, you get a lot of beautiful street lamps over there, the factory here. On this side, the bin is just a bin. On the other side, the bin
Pagani bin.
Is a Pagani bin. Look at the difference. We've got beautiful grass all the way down there as well. Like, there is a lot of money here. And as Seb kindly pointed out off camera, one sale of a Pagani is probably enough to buy one of these factories.
Yeah. The land it's built on, honestly, is probably worth the sale of one Pagani.
And this is the 599 GTO. It has a white stripe all the way through the front. I really like the details on this. The TDF collection, I wonder whether they're on Instagram, but tan interior, the XX winglets, I was going to say fins, but winglets. What a stunning car. Seb, there is movement as we are about to enter the Pagani Museum.
Guaranteed. What was it?
Utopia. Oh. Just drove. What? This is super exciting.
I think he was going to drive by it.
No, he went straight on. I could hear the acceleration, but we're about to head into the museum. We have had the most wonderful past hour or so with Chris, who has showed us a lot. Not that we could film it, but what we will do is bring you guys on a pretty epic tour of what we can film. So this is the start of the Pagani company, and through these walls here and through that direction over there is the factory, where they are in full build mode on some wonderful automobiles. And there are a lot of Zondas here, and one Wyra R at the end. Now, we were supposed to be filming the BMW M135i, but this is a little bit more exciting. R Evo Barchetta. I'm in a Zonda R. Look at this. This is an absolute monster. Oh, it's a Zonda. Don't know why I think it was because the car goes down like that. I thought that it was a Wyra, but it's a Zonda R Evo Barchetta. Absolutely ridiculous. What a cool thing. As I started to film, a Utopia drove out from there. I would love to see a Pagani on the road. So one's gone out for testing. I've got a feeling we need to be as quick as possible in here. Now, when we started today and I said that we were going to go near Pagani and Ferrari in the hope that we would see one on the road, I had no idea that we would be in this position where Chris Pagani has allowed us to film these cars, and I do believe we are going to get a close-up of the Utopia outside as well. But my hands are shaking because behind the camera is the Pagani factory. We are stood inside the factory, and there are Utopias in production, in build, along with Wirers and Zondas that we have to be very careful not to film. So we're actually going to start with a car that I can't pronounce. It's like Kurulungo, but a beautiful machine parked next to the second Imola that I have seen in the flesh. And this paint is absolutely bonkers. Stunning, shows off the aggressive nature of the Pagani Imola, and I am absolutely in love. Satin carbon on the wing mirrors and details such as the headlights, and a really, really smart cognac leather interior with Alcantara. But what a machine. Just look how aggressive this thing is. It's almost unbelievable that this car has number plates, a left-hand drive version versus the right-hand drive one that was in South Africa. And then we have the first Pagani Huayra, the model that I believe is made out of wood, that still has Horatio's details strapped on with masking tape. Ooh! That was a Utopia starting up, ladies and gentlemen. Another model here, and then I believe the first Zonda S Roadster in yellow Geneva, I think the paint code is. I'm not too sure what you can hear because the Utopia has just started up and is being reversed out of the factory, but what a beautiful lineup. Yesterday in the Hurricane Storatas, we were driving back to the factory, the sun was setting, we couldn't quite believe the day that we had had, and now I'm stood here with that sunset in front of the Pagani factory and museum, and we have been told that a Utopia is going to be joining us out the front so that we're able to take some photos and get up close to the brand new Pagani model. So, here it comes, it's coming now. Sunsets at Pagani, they don't get much better than this. I can imagine actually every sunset at Pagani probably looks a little bit like this. We have the Utopia. This was the car that was unveiled in September in Milan. It is their R&D car. It's the one that we've been seeing going up and down the road. Sounds like a fighter jet. I cannot describe the downshifts and the noise that this engine makes with the exhaust, which is actually the optional extra exhaust that you can see through the rear of the car. And I have to say, I'm starting at this particular angle because it is my favorite. I think it just looks really aggressive with the rear shoulders. I'm not the biggest fan of the color and how it is full color painted. I know that a lot of the customers here at Pagani love the fully exposed carbon. I like a bit of paint, I like a little bit of exposed carbon, but this is not particularly to my taste, but I'm not going to complain if this gets parked in front for us to film. The legends here at Pagani have been so accommodating. I cannot believe that this is happening. Not how we intended on spending today. This car has got the optional wheels right here. What's fascinating is for the Utopia, Pagani had 8 prototypes, and the interior is actually rather stunning, as you would imagine actually from Pagani, but the interiors that we have seen on some of the customer specifications inside at the factory have completely blown me away. So this car pretty much gets used every single day, and what a cool thing to be in this part of the world, the atmosphere that is provided by Pagani, Lamborghini, Ferrari, with having new models, old models, testing models just flying around the streets. It is so exciting to be here and to be able to bring you guys a little bit of a close-up on the Utopia is a real cherry on the top of a beautiful Italian cake. So I just wanted to show you guys what my eyes were seeing, and I think that it is a perfect way to end today. The sun is setting. It looks rather cool over there, and the factories are emptying, the employees are leaving, and Pagani have actually kept things open for us. Again, absolutely wonderful. I'm pretty sure when we get back to the BMW, it will be the only car parked up on the street. But have a look at some of the details. Now, there's not much that I actually know about this car other than the fact that it's got an AMG V12. It has got the iconic Pagani exhaust exit, and I think it's just like a bonkers car from every single angle. I cannot wait to see customers take delivery of these cars, and from everyone that I've spoken to and the passion that goes into these cars and the experience that they talk about being inside a car like this is like nothing I've ever experienced, because I've never been in a Pagani. So a special moment for me to just be able to be here and to be able to see this car in its static form and also see it moving. So what a way to end. A huge thank you to Pagani for allowing us to just come and check this out, and I'm sure I will be back very soon. Okay, there are two things that I want to say. Firstly, I think it is so cool that when Pagani launched the Utopia, they made a pledge to their customers that they would have delivered the first cars within a year of announcing the car.
Oh, that is good, yeah.
Compared to other manufacturers, Ford with the GT. The
Very
other
true.
thing is they have already finished delivering the sequential optioned cars.
Really?
Yep. And all of the cars that we saw are now manual, and over 60% of orders are manual. How mental is that?
Yeah, but to be honest, when you're buying that kind of car, I get it. Why you'd want to go manual.
Yeah. The other thing that I find absolutely hilarious is we started today with no expectations, no real kind of plan for the day, and we started by filming the Pagani bin, which we're now walking past. So we've had a ridiculous few hours, and now with that view behind, we need to head back to the Airbnb, jump in the BMW. Have you had a great day?
We have had a great day. Is this the end of your video, or is the video continuing until tomorrow?
No, this is the end of the video, because I did not expect to get all of this filming done that we have and to walk away with a very cool Pagani cap.
Look at this.
How about that? That is an unbelievable end to what is quite possibly a very impromptu day.
For sure.
So yeah, I told you, said the BMW would be the only car on the street. I said everyone's already gone home, and yeah, look, literally the only car that's parked up here. So yeah, very cool. We'll leave the video there, guys. Take care. Goodbye.